Hi, Kim. I know it's been a long time. Things with SP were showing very good progress, and now I haven't heard from him for a week. And this really came out of nowhere. I was in the best state. I've been 2 weeks ago. Now, wait, I got to read that again. I was in the best state that I've ever been 2 weeks ago, and now I feel so low. Okay. So, and you haven't heard from him, so I'm sure that's making you feel like even worse shit. I get it. Been there. All right. So, ironically, I'm pretty sure I put this in a video the other day, but remember that when anything is happening in our 3D, anything, literally anything, it is us, so you are deciding what the 3D is. So what I mean by that is you're deciding good or bad, right? So right now, I know it doesn't feel good that you haven't heard from him. I know that doesn't feel good at all. I wouldn't like that either. But we don't have to instantly label it as bad. Now hear me out. I know that anybody, and you know what, honestly, including myself, because like I said, I wouldn't like it either. It wouldn't make me feel good, okay? But that is because our logical, literal, 3D thinking mind, our old conditioning, that's how we would normally respond to something like that in the past, before you knew about manifestation, okay? So that would be an old way to respond, is to look at a circumstance like we haven't heard from SP in a week, and we instantly want to give it the label that, you know, holy fuck, this is bad. Where's SP? I haven't heard from them. Are they friggin' been in a car wreck? Are they ghosting us? Do they not love us anymore? All the things. Okay? But that's why logic, literal thinking is not invited to the manifestation party. That's why. Because our job as manifestors is to deny our senses. Deny what we're seeing, what we're experiencing. That's our job. Denial. Living in delusion. And sometimes it's not easy because the 3D can suck tits. So I know in this moment, what you want is to hear from SP. I know that. And you will. You will. You're feeling down, you're feeling low, and that's only because of what state you're in right now. It's all it is. It's all it is. And your perception, right? Because our perception is always related to what state we're in. So your perception right now is seeing things as being shitty, right? It doesn't have to mean that. You have total control of what meaning we're giving it. You have total control over your 3D altogether. So, logically speaking, yeah, that would not be a comfortable experience. But manifestation speaking, it doesn't have to mean dick. It doesn't have to mean dick. Why do you think Neville Goddard and every other damn author that's talked about manifestation since way back when always says in some way, right? They all change their wording, but it's all the same thing. Deny it. Deny your senses. Deny what you're seeing in the 3D. Deny it. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to see it as truth, as fact, as planted in cement. You don't have to see it. You don't. The only thing that should be in your focus right now is who you think you are relative to that manifestation. So who are you right now? What is VC? What is VC's life in the love relationship category? Are you the version of yourself that is having your dream relationship? Is that who you're deciding to be? Or are we deciding to look at the 3D and let the 3D decide who you can be? Well, the 3D right now is not comfortable. It feels like a lump right now, lumpy bump, right? So are we going to let the 3D tell you that you can't have what you want because of this stupid circumstance? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're going to hear from your SP. You're going to decide that you are the version of yourself that you want to be. And let me tell you something. I've shared this probably too many times now, but September sucked for me. September was a rough month because that was a month that I got into a state that was really fucking uncomfortable. And I'm sure it's how you're feeling right now. Really fucking uncomfortable. And it feels like you can't get out of that state. I felt trapped. I felt very trapped. I felt panicked because I couldn't get out of the state. And because of the knowledge I have about states of consciousness, I knew, Kim, all you got to do is shift your state and you're going to feel better. So having that hanging over my shoulder didn't make me feel any better. So what I chose to do is I put all the focus on me relative to my manifestations, or what categories I was manifesting in. So when it came to love and relationships, my focus was on who I thought I was relative to that subject area. Not what the 3D was telling me who I was in my love relationship category. I got focused on what I fucking want and what I'm refusing to accept ever again in love relationships. You know, and part of that was letting go of any limiting beliefs that were coming up. And of course they were coming up because that was a state I was in. So uncomfortable limitations bubbled up. And I was in a place of, I am not going to live a life that doesn't bring me fucking joy every fucking day. I want what I want, and I will not accept anything less. And that is the same mindset that you can start thinking like right now. Because every one of us has that same opportunity. Every one of us has the power to decide, I want what I fucking want. Why are we going to let the outside world tell us what we can have or who we are, what we're allowed to have, right? We're letting outside people, outside circumstances tell us what we're allowed to have, what we're allowed to experience. Fuck that. Fuck that on every level. We know about manifestation. We know who we are. We can have whatever the fuck we want, literally. Literally anything we want. You want your dream relationship with your dream specific person? Then fucking decide that's who you are now. That's who you are. That's what your life looks like. You tell yourself that every fucking day. This is who I am. I am the version of me who knows I am loved unconditionally, that I'm a fucking catch. I'm a high value woman. I'm fucking fun to be around. I deserve the best in life because I have the best in life to give to the person I love. It's a mutual, unconditional love. That's what I'm experiencing now. I'm deciding that I am in the best relationship of my fucking life. And I'm living out my dreams in this relationship. And I get to be happy because I fucking say so. Because that's who I am now. Do you see what I'm saying? You start adopting that fucking mindset. With repetition, you're going to do it every fucking day. Even if the 3D is telling you a completely opposite story. Even though you're not hearing from him for a week. I know that doesn't feel great, but fuck it. That does not have control over you. Get ahead of your 3D by deciding who you want to be. Don't let the outside world dictate to you what you can have. You have so much more power inside your mind than you are giving yourself credit for. You've manifested many wonderful things, VC. Many wonderful things. and you haven't come all this way on this journey, I say this a lot to people, but I mean it. You haven't discovered manifestation. You haven't gotten on this journey and started evolving, because that's what we're all doing. Every single one of us is in the midst of evolving. You haven't evolved to end up not getting what you fucking want. Okay? That's not what happens here. That's not. That's what we've been fed our entire lives, to keep us in control, to keep us under thumbs, to keep us small. That's not how life really is or how life really works. Make the fucking decision that you're going to have exactly word for word. Be as specific as you want about your specific person, and you can fucking have it. Brazen impudence. Brazen impudence. I'm telling you from personal experience. And yes, there were plenty of moments that I was shitting myself, worrying like, oh my God, am I strong enough to do this? Do I have it within me to actually persist? I don't know if I have it in me. Of course I had those moments. I'm a human. It's normal to have those little moments of doubt. That's just your human side. Okay? It's just the human side chirping. But you can do it. You can do it. And it's going to get easier and easier as you push along. Don't give up. Don't panic. He's not going anywhere. Just get back up on your game. You can do this. This is just a blip. It's just a blip. And listen, speaking from my own experience on my journey, whenever I've had fuckery like that in my 3D, usually it's like a jet engine catapulting you to a next state. I'm not saying that your 3D has to go to shit in order for you to shift to a better state. It's not what I mean. But anytime I've experienced just out of the blue fuckery and you persist through it, boom, you rise. You know me, I think of the states as being on a stairs, right? The higher up the stairs we go, the better the feeling of the state, right? The more elevated you're going up. Think of it as that jet engine. That's all this is. But what I don't like, and let me just say it, I don't like the mentality of the purge anymore. I just don't delete videos. There's just something dishonest about deleting videos. I just don't like it. I think you should see me from day one to now so you can see the growth or the evolvement. But don't buy into the purge. You're not living in a purge. You're not having a purge. Purge is limitation. Purge sounds like I have to go through shit. Life has to be horrible. Then it can be good. That's what that sounds like to me. So I don't like that. So don't tell yourself it's a purge. It's nothing. You're all right. Your perception is seeing this as shitty only because of the state you're in. That's all it is. It's nothing more than that. So put the focus back on exactly who you want to be relative to everything you're manifesting, right? Because there's a state where you are happy, right? And for anybody newer, a state is just who do you think you are? Or another fancy way of what reality you're in, okay? But there is a reality, there's a state that exists that you have everything you're manifesting. The career of your dreams, relationship of your dreams with your specific person of your dreams, the bank account of your dreams, the best health, the best whatever with your body looking up, whatever, all your dreams, that exists. That's already happening. That version of you is alive and well, and you can be making that decision right now that that's you now. No limits. There are no limits. Don't let this, Shadowland, the shadow world. I think Neville said something similar, and now I can't fucking remember. Oh my God, I'm just tired. All this 3D shit is old. It's old. When we get upset with our 3D, try to remember you're getting upset with the weather report from the 1976 newspaper. It's old fucking news. It's old you, right? Your current 3D is the manifestation of the dominant state you had been embodying. It's all it is. It's all it is. Okay? Your 3D. If you're getting triggered and upset by it, just remember you're getting frustrated with the weather report from the 1976 newspaper. We don't have to give a fuck. Put the focus on who you want to be and just stay there. Okay? Thank you very much, Jay. Let's get those likes up. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was very nice.